Hey Dreamers, my name is Bryce, and I have no idea what my favorite Metallica song is. So we're gonna find out using math. Could it be Ride the Lightning? Let's find out. Cue the intro.
So give it to me now!
For the best Metallica song! Ride the Lightning, the title track from Ride the Lightning, 1984. I am excited for this song. I've always liked it, and I have some stuff to share with you. But first, we are grading it based off of the following criteria. We got lyrics, we got instrumentation, we've got composition, we have got memorability, and of course, emotional response. It's a scale of 0 to 4, 2 being the, it's fine, and 4 being, it's really great, and 0 being... So far, only handed out a couple of zeros. Hopefully this one doesn't have any because, like I said, I like it, but I'm going to try to listen to this with... I'm saying I'm listening to it without bias, but let's just get into the song. Here we go. Ride the Lightning. Kick drum in there. I want to point out something about this intro, and we're going to go backwards because I need you to hear this. It would be your instinct to think, I'm going to bang my head on the 1, right? Right when those toms hit, boom, that's 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. You'd think that's how it goes, but it's not. This is one of those tricky little Metallica intros where it actually starts on 4. The toms are hitting on the 2s and the 4s, but the first tom hit is on the 4. I'm going to show you why that's the case by rewinding. We're going to count it together because the thing is, the main riff of the song, when we get into like the verse riff, is this. And that hit doesn't start until after there's like a slide down. So that slide down happens on the 4. And so there's one measure that feels like it could be a 5/4 because it has that extra beat. But let's rewind and show you why it's on the 4 and the 2. Here we go. I'm going to count all the way through. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you feel it. See? Here we are. Now we're finally at the beat that shows you where we're at, right? Up until then, it feels kind of wonky because you're bobbing your head, and then there's that extra beat, but there isn't an extra beat. They were playing with your minds. I love rhythm theory. And I absolutely love songs that do this, that trick you. And the way that I found out that this is how it's counted is because the live version, they give it a 3 count. Psh, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's on the 4. Oh, it goes. I love it when that happens. Let's continue. A little cymbal mute as part of the fill. New riff. This is the pre-chorus riff. I love that little stop, bump. Oh, we're not going to the verse yet. Just one extra little bar, and then ba-da-da into the verse. Yes. I love the top at the end. Okay, I lied. The pre-chorus riff that I said was the pre-chorus riff isn't the pre-chorus riff. Shh, don't tell anybody. Slide single. Top. So it's the post-chorus riff. Now, instead of the stop, we're going into the second verse without the stop. It's just wonderful. It's so cool. It's so cool. changing it up. When we go to this pre-chorus, we're going up to the 2, the second, the F sharp, I believe. We were playing down on the E, but now we're up to the F sharp. Cool. Metallica always goes to the 2. They always go to the 2. Having sort of a build like that, that's a great way to come into the chorus. You're showing like a build, you're rising, you're getting to the big part, right? This is really cool. I like that. It's on an E, the one E. Alright, yeah. You got a new riff. This is a really difficult riff. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's a Dave Mustaine riff. It's a very complicated pattern, and I think it's a Mustaine riff, but I'm not sure. Let me know if you know. I love that this part is like a chromatic climb down, right? So we have the climb down from D, and then we climb up, right? Really cool. We've been mostly straight this whole song, and then this goes into the thrashy. I just want to die right here. Or I said just. The lyric is don't. I know that that's the case, but I sometimes misspeak. Whoops. Okay, I love this part. I have to go back just a little bit. Okay, so we know the riff. Da 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 da. I want you to pay the attention to the drums in this part because we start off with the thrash. Ba da 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 da, and then there's a fill, and then we go straight. Ba da 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 da. Then there's a fill, and then we go halftime. Da 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 da, and then there's all crashes, and we're going to a little breakdown here. So listen to how the drums play this. So, thrash first. Straight. Half. Now we're sitting in this nice, this new riff, halftime feel, cool fills. But by doing that, by taking that one riff and playing the drums 3 different ways, that creates this really interesting change in the music. You're not having the same thing over and over and over. Even though guitars are playing the same thing over and over, the changing of the drums keeps it new and fresh. And this is the kind of composition I am looking for in music. Thank you so much. So we're playing in E. He's opting for a more melodic solo. Most of his solos so far as Kill 'Em All is concerned, they're all just... But this one has like a more of a song to it. It's singing to us. It do 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 do, and then we have some chords. And now he's really going, and it's gonna build and build and build until it gets faster, and then he starts showing off. He's giving you build. It's a story. It's like rising. It's climbing the mountain. We're getting there. We're getting there. And then notice the rhythm guitar changes. We're a little higher now. We're no longer on the E. Is this the 2? I mean, the chords are changing, so it's not just staying on the 2. But we've risen up. We're not in a different key signature, but we're just a little bit higher. It could be a key change. I don't know. I haven't studied it. And then the stop. Okay, so I want to call attention to that too. The stops. Ba ba ba, ba ba ba. 3 hits, 2 hits, and then 1 hit. It's like counting down. It's like we're ready to flip the switch of death, right? We're here. Ba da da, ba da ba. There's a really cool production. We got like not just the 2 guitars, but they've added other guitars in there that you kind of have like, and then it's time to, the lightning comes out, the electricity flows through your veins, and you just get pumped. We're back to that chromatic climb down. They double it up. Now down. Now we're going back to it again a second time. Down. All thrash. Now notice, this time, it's all thrash all the way through. He's not changing the drums this time. It's keeping it fresh, keeping it exciting. Because we're going to another version of this bridge verse.
Someone help me! Please don't let me!
They're trying to take it all away.
I don't want to die.
Straight. Half time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Back to the intro. I'm just jazzed up. I love this song. I've always loved that crash stop. It's a nice, like, usually he's doing the cymbal mutes like a, you know, they're stops. But this is like in the middle of a fill, and it has this cool, like, oh, I'm not done with the fill yet. Oh, here we go. It's so exciting. So we have the same stop as we had in the first verse. It's coming back. It's so, I love this song.
Time moving slow, the minutes seem like hours, the final curtain call I see. How to resist, just get it over with. If this is true, just let it be. Waiting in my heart's flame, free from this blinding dream. Flash before my eyes, now it's time to die. Burning in my brain, I can feel the pain.
We have that same riff again. Drum fills. Is that how that is? Is that how it ends? Does it change it up at the very end? Let's go back a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, Oh, tricky. They shifted it over and they had the stops on the 1 2. So if you've heard the song before, you know that it ends on 1 3 1 3. So when you start it over, you think it's 1 3 1 3 again. They're so tricky. What a cool song. I really love it. I really love it. Let's find out how many points this one gets. Lyrics. What is this song about? It is about someone who is on death row, but they feel that they are not responsible for whatever the crime was. They are about to get the electric chair, and they really don't want it. And I don't blame them because, ugh, what an awful way to go, right? So this, I'm gonna pull up the lyrics here because this is what I've been talking about for so many songs in a row now. I want songs that tell a story, that have a poeticness to their lyrics, and this has it. It's got a really, a spine-chilling story, right? Guilty as charged, but damn it, it ain't right. There's someone else controlling me. It's that first stanza, if you will, could be conversational. Someone could say that, but then it goes death in the air, strapped in the electric chair. This can't be happening to me. That's not something you would just say. And then wait for the sign to flick the switch of death. It's the beginning of the end. You can hear this person contemplating. Sweat chilling cold as I watch death unfold. Consciousness, my only friend. We have things like someone help me. We have time moving slow. Minutes seem like hours. There's a lot of really cool illustrative things happening here. And I gotta say, finally, I feel good about some lyrics. I think this is the very first 4. Instrumentation, how's their playing? It is really cool to open up a song with dueling guitar solos, and it's such a catchy boo-doo, 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 and then, the bass is just thump, thump, and the drums are just boom, boom, really cool. We've got guitar solos, we've got drum solos, we've got a really cool construction. We've shifted the measure, or we've shifted the bars over so that it feels like 1 and 3, but it's actually 2 and 4. A lot of really cool stuff in here. I cannot let myself get past how cool that is and how much I love the change-ups in this song. So for instrumentation, this one, 4 points. Composition, same thing. I love how we are finally switching things up. We have what sounds like it's going to be the same as every other song: intro, verse, chorus, but then the bridge has a cool, unique breakdown in the bridge verse, and then a solo that builds and builds. It's got a halftime feel, and then it's got a thrash feel, and then it goes back to the bridge again, and then it goes back to the intro, another verse, another chorus, and then an outro with something new as well. Although on paper it's very similar, it has a fresh new, it's not just the same 4 riffs over and over. It changes, and I love that. So, compositionally, 4 points. Memorability. Now, I think this one is something that you could argue because it is a very catchy song. I obviously really like it, and so I remember it, but I have to look at this from the perspective of someone who's listening to this for the first time. Did this song give me anything to take away with me? I don't think there's really anything to sing along with except for that intro. Boo-doo, 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 boo-doo. And then, I guess musically, I can hear some of the notes, but none of the words stuck. There wasn't anything to really sing along with. Now, I know live the fans are all screaming the chorus, but I don't think there's anything that really sticks that hard. So from a memorability standpoint, I'm going to take it down a notch, and we're going to give it a 3. Emotional response. Now, you saw me. I was getting all hyped up, but I have to admit that a lot of it is because I already love this song. Did this song give me a lot of energy? Yes. I loved the flow. We ebbed and flowed between like fast and slow. It was a pretty straight feeling thing, and then the energy goes up, and then it gives you room to breathe, and then it just skyrockets. So there was a really cool emotional roller coaster. But admittedly, a lot of it was because I loved the song. So we're gonna dock it 1 point because it doesn't really like the energy is mostly from me loving it. So I'm gonna stick with 3. So, with all those points added up, Ride the Lightning. Ding, ding, ding. We have another new leader, just one after the other. This album is already so much better. Look at that. 18 points at the top, just beating out Fight Fire with Fire. 2 points higher than that, and Whiplash in third place. I am excited for this journey. I am worried about my scoring system. I should have maybe did drums and guitars and bass separately, but it's too late now. I'm already so many. I'm like 12 episodes in, so I gotta stick it through. There's gonna be a fight for that first place. I can tell you that for sure. But here we are. Ride the Lightning, brand new leader. What do you think this song deserves based on my criteria? Do you think you would give it the same point score? Leave it in the comments below, whatever number you come up with. And make sure to hit that subscribe button because I want to see you here tomorrow for Whom the Bell Tolls. Thank you for watching.